beautiful people. So today what I'm actually making is Khinkali. It's a Georgian dish that my husband had taught me to make, and we usually make it at home in the Philippines and when we go to Russia. But right now my husband is actually traveling somewhere with his friends, so I'm just making it alone. um, what I just did. This is flour and water. Please forgive my fingers. This one actually got the fake nails got removed, so I have to go back to the salon probably on Saturday to have it fixed. But anyway, so this is just water and flour. This is actually the flour that we bought in Macro. It's like a supermarket, a big supermarket. So usually, like, you make a doll like this. So basically, this was big before, but then I cut it into pieces and then made them into this like small circles, and then you flattened it to next put the meat. So basically this is a minced pork, and I put some spring onions on it, and then salt and pepper, a little bit of water, so when you cook it it will be like have a little soup on it. And I actually don't have a rolling pin, so I'm using this glass to flatten my dough to create the product. And of course this is like almost the finished product, because of course we're still gonna cook it. So this is what it's gonna look like. It's actually look like a dim sum, as you can see it. And then apologies as well on this one, because we also use this as like a chopping board. And you can see there's a lot of cut on it, and it's like a multi-purpose tray. So there's gonna be more of it because I'm still making it, and then later afterwards, we have a very small place. As you can see, I'm actually beside the TV. It's like a very long uh, table in the apartment that we rent, and right here we're gonna cook it in the rice cooker because we don't have a stove. So I'm gonna be boiling water here. This is water with salt. The salt is still hasn't melted yet. And then once it has boiled, we're gonna put in our kinkali, and then I'm gonna show you later once it's cooked, and then we're gonna eat it. So everyone, I'm just gonna show you what I do to make this. Basically it's from here, and then it will become like this. So let's just adjust. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, so sorry. I'm just using my phone to film. So I use this glass, and then you just flatten. Basically if it start to stick on this board, I'm actually just using a board. um, you just put flour, and then flour prevent it from sticking into the glass and of course into the board as well. So you just flatten it into the desired thinness of the um, dough. You don't want to make it very thin because sometimes when you boil it, they actually start to like open up, and then it wouldn't be so good anymore. I mean, it's still good, but then of course we don't want them to be opening while we boil them. So um, we just flatten them. Sometimes I try to switch both sides if it starts to stick, and then it's become like this. And then I lay them down here on the board. For example, this three pieces of them. So here, I hope you guys can see it. So let's see, like this. And then I have the meat here. So we're just gonna put enough meat on each of them where we can still close them. So let's see, put them like this. So we don't add preservatives here, by the way. It's just black pepper and salt. There's no nor or magic syrup like we have in the Philippines. So what you do here, I'm sorry, you don't guys can see. So you start like to fold something like this, and then let me move this real quick. So if you start to fold them and make sure that you kind of like press them together, it's gonna be acting like a paste or something. So just press them together like this, and then you will create like this round piece of um, product, dumplings, if we kind of call it in the Philippines or in Asia. So um, this is what's gonna happen. So these are like the fold when you try to fold it and try to have them stick together. And then you use like, I use my three fingers, and then you just press them like this so they stick with each other and then they don't open up. And then basically um, you have this kinkali and kinkali. So yeah, you just press them. You have to be very gentle. I was actually quite happy that this fake nails was removed because I was quite like using it to put them together, because otherwise if I'm going to be using all the others, they're very long and they can poke the dough. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Ta-da! And then my husband actually taught me how to, this is like a regular size, the one that I made, but you can actually make like a fish. So I'm not sure if I can actually remember it, but let's give it a try. So you fold like a little triangle, and then, oh, I'm so sorry you guys cannot see it, but I'm just gonna show you guys later what it's gonna look like, this fish that I'm talking about. It's like creating a fish tail on your hair. So you kind of braid it, and you have to be very gentle as well with the dough. I'm actually quite scared with my fingernails because they're quite long. Although, don't get me wrong, I actually like this. I especially ask the lady to do it like this. Even though I work every night on my computer, um, it's also affecting like how I press the keyboards. But anyway, um, you just have to be very gentle. If you have long nails, if you have short nails, then that's great. You can do this much better than I'm doing it. And of course, if I don't know, who knows, maybe in 10 years, 20 years, somebody from Russia, from Georgia, will watch me doing this. My apologies. I know you guys will do it much better than I do it, but this will just go to our tummies later. So I hope you guys will forgive me. Actually, I'm actually doing it quite wrong, but I just wanted to make sure that they're quite. It's gonna be looking like this. It looks. My husband called it a fish, but basically it's like a braid in your hair. Look at that. Okay. The next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna finish all of them, um, and then I'm gonna boil them into our rice cooker. I'm just waiting for the water to boil so I can put in some of them, and then I'm gonna show you guys later the finished product or the cooked kinkali. Thank you. Right now we are boiling some of the kinkali, and this is what it's gonna look like. The moment that they float at the top of the water, it means that they're actually cooked. But some though actually are quite hard, and we will have to cook it for a few more minutes even though they're already floating. And of course we have to make sure that the meat inside is already cooked. So I'm just gonna wait probably around maybe 5-10 minutes more, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it's gonna look like later. Okay, so this is actually what it looks like when skinkali is cooked. And if the dough is very thin, and this is actually what happens to it. Oh, sorry. Um, it cracked when you boil them. So thankfully, it's only just this one So this is the first batch. This, and then we have this one here. So I am trying to boil again. Sorry, a rice cooker traveled in other countries and it became like this. But anyway, um, we're gonna let this cool down a bit, and then I'll probably start eating, and then have some leftover for my husband. So yeah, that's how it's gonna look like. I may show you as well, guys, later what is inside. Well, basically the meat, what but how it's gonna look inside when I started to eat. So I'll see. So this is what it looks like when you open Khinkali inside. Basically, Georgian people doesn't eat this upper part, but they think you're so hungry if you eat it. But anyway, it's up to you if you want to eat it or not. So we're just gonna cut it here. Usually, you don't need a fork or spoon to eat it because you can just hold this. This is like a holder, and then you dip it in the sauce that you want. You can have like um, ketchup or mayonnaise. So my husband used either ketchup or mayonnaise, whatever we have. But anyway, it's basically just the same with the dumpling. You open it, and of course, you have the meat inside. So yeah, this is what it's gonna look like, and then of course you can eat it with whatever sauce. And sometimes when we're here in Thailand, we especially like a green sauce. It's quite spicy, but we like it very much, and sometimes we use it as well for eating food. It's supposed to be for seafood, but we also like it on almost everything, like meat as well. So it looks like this. So it's a green chili with um, some other ingredients. Basically, you can read here the ingredients, and we were able to buy like three pieces, three bottles for 91 baht in macro when we went there. So I think it was a good price. So we grab it. As you can see, it's almost half. So we also use this to eat kinkali sometimes if you would like something spicy. But usually, if you're in Russia, just mayonnaise or ketchup. Anyway, that's how it looks like. And thank you so much, guys, for watching.